Welcome to Bias Bash. I'm Lauren Green. Donald Trump sparring with ABC's George Stephanopoulos this morning, pushing back when the anchor asked about when the presumptive GOP nominee would release his tax returns, and accusing Stephanopoulos of bias due to his ties to the Clintons. So, has the media been fair to Trump this election cycle, and is Hillary Clinton getting more favorable coverage? Here with analysis is Pulitzer Prize-winning journalist and Fox News contributor Judy Miller. Welcome, Judy.
Hi.
So what is your reaction with this interchange between Stephanopoulos and Trump?
Utter reality TV. Again, this is absurd. Of course, George Stephanopoulos worked for the Clinton administration back in the Pleistocene. Everyone knows this. Donald Trump accused George Stephanopoulos of not disclosing it. How do you not disclose the fact that you're the White House communications advisor? I think much more problematic were the contributions, the small donations that George made to the foundation, which he said were a mistake and also have been disclosed. So this is utterly absurd. Donald Trump was being Donald Trump because he didn't like the question, and he doesn't like the fact that George Stephanopoulos has continued asking him and pressing him for the release of his tax returns. And so Donald Trump did what he always does. He became a bully, right? The bull in the china shop, and tried to change the subject. And kudos to George Stephanopoulos to stick with it and just say, no, it is our business. The idea that a man who could lead the United States of America and perhaps the free world does not have to disclose his tax returns. We don't have to know how much he's worth, how much he's paid in taxes, whether or not the things he's been telling us about his enormously successful business career are true. That's ridiculous. Of course he has to disclose that information.
But being devil's advocate here, because he has close ties to the Clintons, would it have been better for him to recuse himself on that particular interview and pawn it off to somebody else? And just for that particular moment. I mean, obviously you can't through an entire election cycle, but perhaps it would have been better?
No, I don't think so, because that sets the tone. I mean, if you can't ask Donald Trump a tough question on taxes, what can you ask him tough questions on? I think you will see that George Stephanopoulos is just as tough on his former boss's wife, that is Hillary Clinton. You're going to see that, because that's what good journalists do. And everything I've seen from him since he left the White House is that he's an excellent anchor.
Do you Cal Thomas earlier this week, said that Hillary Clinton always accuses the press of being, dogged after her, but he's saying, the press is actually quite lenient towards her and doesn't ask the hard questions. What do you think?
Oh, I don't think that's true at all. In fact, I think it's ironic that both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton absolutely detest the press, because they do ask those tough, annoying questions. That's our job. This is not a popularity contest. Our job is to ask the questions that the candidates do not want to answer, and to keep asking them. But for Donald Trump, who has benefited from $2 billion worth of free media, simply by picking up the phone and calling us, for him now to complain about rules being unfair and the press being harsh and biased, please. The chutzpah prize of the day goes to Donald Trump.
Yeah, the media just kind of dances to his beat.
I think you're going to see a lot of stories on both sides of the aisle about Clinton Foundation money, which we're starting to see in the Wall Street Journal, and about Donald Trump's claims about his wealth. And yes, now it gets serious. This is where the real reporting begins.
All right. I want to thank you so much, Judy Miller.
Thank you.
And if you want to hear more media analysis on the week's top headlines, catch Media Buzz with Howard Kurtz, Sundays at 11 a.m. Eastern and again at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Fox News Channel. I'm Lauren Green, and thanks for watching.